okay? Now I'm gonna make a public rant again because my video got corrupted. Right, first of all, X4 buses are absolutely crap. And X15, X18 stagecoach buses are absolutely crap. Every stagecoach bus is absolutely crap. They're full of it, they're never on time, and everything. Here's an example. Right, this man came up to me when I was in Party Parade, right? And he said, "No, it's your fault. Your fault that you're late." It's not. I can bust your kneecaps and kill you. I'm going to murder you with a knife. He said that to me, right? I don't know what his name was, what he was doing, but he dressed up like a fucking hobo. And I don't care what anybody says. He is a fucking hobo. Don't fucking go to Party Parade because they're fucking hobos who support those buses. And I mean idiots. You know, you can get from jobs to idiots to support in fucking Expo buses. Now I say Expo because they're boring. There's nothing to do on the bus except maybe if you take your app with you, you might actually get away with watching a movie, but you'd have to have headphones in because they're ignorant people who don't even put headphones in, and you just hear the music playing when you're on the fucking bus. Ugh! Yeah, literally. It's like a video. Oh, I'm watching Neighbours or blah blah blah. Or I'm watching EastEnders. Or I'm watching a kid show. Seriously. Ugh! This is the reason why I vape in the house, you know? Oh, and that's another thing about vape, man. You can't vape on the fucking buses. Seriously, what's up with that fucking bus rules? Or you can't vape on the bus. Why? Because it makes the driver cough? Does he not know? And why is that? Because they're confused that it's some sort of drug? Fuck you, Stagecoach. Another thing, you can't drink or eat on the fucking bus. What the fucking hell? It's a public transport. You should be allowed to eat and drink on the bus. You should be. Another thing, be on time. Your buses are always running late. X4, X15, X18, and even the other bus service that Stagecoach does, that never run on time. I know this because I actually catch them, and it's not my fault for being late. Another reason I hate taking the bus is there's no double deckers in fucking rural areas. And even in Swansea, which was a fucking waste of time. I'm not kidding you. It's a fucking waste of time. I really wish I could rip someone's heart out in whoever hated on those buses and made a vote policy. I'd rip their hearts out right now and eat them. Really feast on the entrails of that heart. I would rip open their freaking chest, rip out the hearts and eat it. Feast on the heart, you know? Like in Devil May Cry where they say that, you know? But I would do it to everyone who hated double-decker buses, who outvoted them. Because I am fucking sick of Stagecoach not having them. You know, I'm sick of every other bus service not having them. You know why they run out of money? Do you know why? They're too afraid to admit. Because the bus pass is an excuse. They get on the buses and they're trying to cancel all the bus passes, you know, being a policy and everything. If they do that, nobody will catch their buses. And eventually, they'll lose more money. Which they already are. They're losing money as we speak. They've just lost 65 million pounds probably on fucking buses. And not only that, the garages are going. People aren't catching the buses because you don't bring back good buses. That is the main reason. Right? Because, you know, double deckers are really an awesome bus. And then I find Swansea did the same fucking thing. What a waste of time going down to Swansea. What the fucking hell? You put an excuse to say, oh, they don't want it anymore. I work in the bus fucking service. You know, That's the reason why the buses aren't fucking round. Buses are the main cause of the problem. They don't fix problems, they cause them. They always run late, they're never on time, and then you got people who backstab you, who say, ooh, it's not your fault. Do you know there's a double decker down in Pontypridd that you can get on, but you can't even bother to get a lot of people on the top deck? What a fucking waste. That could have been used as an X4 route, you know? And yes, you can go under the bridges because they were designed for lorries. You know, they are tall enough for tallest lorries to go through. So you got that to thank as well. So, so you're using the main roads for the bus stops. So I assume you can use double deckers that way. In fact, believe it or not, you think bus services will start bringing double deckers back. They not, and that's my rage. And the fact that you can't drink or eat or even vape on the bus. I understand about the no smoking because that's acceptable. That's a policy that I can understand. You can't cough with that. But bloody hell, Stagecoach and other bus companies, do your fucking research. You know, because you're not. And, it's ridiculous. You can't vape anywhere these days. It's like, you can't vape on planes, you can't vape in buses. What's next? You can't vape on trains, I suppose. That would be a fucking ridiculous joke. Because you already know that they're trying to put a policy about no vaping. What the fuck? You can't drink or eat on the fucking bus. What's next? You can't eat and drink on a fucking train? Come on, the train is an awesome vehicle. We're allowed to drink and eat on the train. That is the policy. If they got like these little things so you can put your can or your coffee on the tray and maybe some sandwiches or whatnot, I'm pretty sure they can get away with eating and drinking on the train. But what they're saying is they can't eat and drink on the bus, but you can on the Newport double decker, the Enviro 400. You can do that in Newport because they have tables there where you can actually eat and drink on certain double deckers that they had there. I think it was only 2 of them had them, and it was only like 5 of those. I really wish they would bring more of them out in Newport because they are absolutely nice buses, and to be honest, a lot better than the Stagecoach bus. Stagecoach sucks. I mean, they took away double deckers altogether now in Newport, so I don't know, it just completely sucks now, I guess. So yeah, and the fact is, if you can't even get on the fucking bus, at least they could do is say this, right, we got crappy buses, we need to make them into double deckers, we need to convert them. This is a time, this is an act, this should happen right now. It should happen even today in the valleys, anywhere that they haven't got them, they should try to bring them. And if they can't, then that's fair enough, because of the low bridges, I can understand, I can relate to that. But there is routes around certain ones, so they can do it. So yeah, and they have been, they have avoided the low bridge before. Going on the XC, going to Blackwood. I went to Blackwood once, and they avoided that undercarriage bridge where the trains would normally go over in Artillery. So yeah, it's possible to use the buses there, but I know it would be too narrow. But it's the price to pay for having them. But yeah, I guess they won't do it because the government, will put an excuse saying they're not wanted anymore. Do you know what's not wanted anymore? Good fucking buses, by the excuse of it. And if they can't even fucking resolve that, nobody will go to Swansea. All the good people won't go to Swansea. You just get nasty, rude people going there, and that's how shit happens. The valleys is a shithole in itself because there's no double deckers buses in the valley. So yeah, and that's why I always take the train instead of the bus. You know, I always take the taxi. I normally would take a taxi here, but if Mancap staff are kind enough, they usually take me down sometimes. And then I get a taxi back. So I'm not going to mention the names of these taxis because, you know, I want to keep them, you know, protection wise. So yeah, sayonara for now, and all good things to say goodbye with. I can't rage enough. I think I've lost all my rage. I lost all my swearing over the fact, you know, of the rage in itself. So I'm sorry if this video is boring to the likes of people, but and I'm sorry if I sweared or cursed or raged without warning. I couldn't help that. Sorry, I don't have anti-policy laws, and I wish I did. So yeah, sorry if you can see my nostrils with it, and it. So yeah, signing off for now, and all good things to say goodbye with.